everybody, my name is Diana. This is Diana Simplifies. I've mentioned several times I'm a cleaning lady. I have cleaned houses for 23 years. This is my 23rd year cleaning houses. I know you're saying to yourself, you look so young, Diana. How could you have cleaned for so long? That's a joke, by the way. My husband and I have been married this year for 30 years. Very exciting. I married my best friend. That's my, if you ask me what is my advice on marriage, marry your best friend. That's my advice. Also, date for a long time. Don't date for 3 weeks and then get married. Although people do it successfully, but I still don't recommend it. Okay, let's talk about cleaning supplies today. We're going to talk about how to simplify. Sorry, I got to start over. Let's talk about how to simplify cleaning anything, but today we're going to specifically be in my kitchen. How can you simplify cleaning your kitchen so you're not in here all day? Now, I will say I am in here all the time. I'm a slow person, so I don't clean super fast, so I'm in here all the time. My cat Sunshine lives in this room. I've mentioned that several times. She's in here. She's right over there sitting in her chair. She's grooming herself. She's so cute. Anyway, she's super cute cat. Love her. She is venturing into the den, which is this room right here. So that's been nice. She's been getting, in there, and Cricket's leaving her alone, I think, for the most part. There was a situation last night. Spencer got up this morning, and she has actually 2 different litter boxes in here because she's a little picky about her litter. She's got one that's very light. It's got this crystal litter, and she had dumped that over. I think she probably just jumped out of it quickly, dumped the whole thing over. Litter was everywhere this morning. I was so glad he woke up first, so I missed it. He was in here with the broom when I got up this morning. I was so happy it wasn't me. So anyway, Roomba has run this morning. I do have 2 Roombas. I love them. Highly recommend them if you do not want to be vacuuming all the time, especially if you have pet hair. You do have to be careful to clean the brushes all the time. If you do get a Roomba, it will tear it up if you have pet hair and you do not clean the brushes. I clean the brushes every time that I clean. So there's different places on there that you're supposed to clean. And when they send it to you in the box, the instructions should have little pictures showing you what to clean off. But anyway, that's like a whole nother video I could do. But anyway, I do love Roomba. I also use Shark vacuums. I do not like the upright. I like the Shark Rocket. I did not bring it in here, which I probably should have. But I love my Shark Rockets. They are not uprights. They are, you hold them yourself. And they have cordless now. They actually have a new one. It's not called the Rocket that I'm looking into getting. I'm trying to decide, do I want to spend the money? But anyway, all of that to say, let's talk about just like regular cleaning supplies. What do you need? What is a good idea to have? I'm going to talk about pets because I have pets. Also, some of this would be good if you have, let's say you have little boys using it on the floor. Maybe you have a husband who is missing. As men get older, things happen. My husband has mentioned that to me. I don't know much about it, but he has mentioned that some men, as they age, have a hard time getting it into the toilet. So anyway, what's good for that? Let me tell you. And I actually have a friend who's been a cleaning lady a long time, probably as long as me or longer. She is retired now, but she had never heard of Odoban. So let's just start with Odoban. This is a wonderful product. It is a disinfectant. You could use this all over your entire house. I do use it on wood floors as long as they are finished. The floor in here in the den is a parquet floor, and anytime the cat does something I've got one cat that does little things he's not supposed to be doing, and when he does that, I do put Odoban on it. So what is Odoban? It eliminates odors. It is a disinfectant. It is a laundry and air refresher. This is original eucalyptus scent. This is it's kind of funny how faded this bottle is. I got this bottle right before the 2020 thing hit. We won't even discuss but you know what happened in 2020. But right before that, I had this huge bottle. I was so thankful because this is one of these things that was wiped off the shelves and you could not get it. They do sell these big bottles at Sam's. I don't know if you're a Costco member. They might also have it there. I have no idea. If you cannot get it there, I know you can also get it at Dollar General, but it would be a smaller one. So for instance, they have both scents at my Dollar General, but this is the smaller one. This is the lavender, and notice there it says fabric and air freshener disinfectant. I actually had never noticed it said fabric and air freshener on there. I got it. It also says multi-purpose cleaner. I just got it for general cleaning and also pet mess ups. We have a cat who has vomited for years. Sorry, I'm sure people don't want to hear about this, but anyway, I have a cat that has done this for years. She vomits on this floor all the time. Of course, I put a rug down at one point thinking it was just like a cheap rug, and I thought maybe because they tend to head for something that's really nice, I thought maybe she'll get off my wood floor and get my rug, and occasionally she'd get the cheap rug, and occasionally it would still be on the floor. But she's doing much better now. We're having less problems with her right now than we've had in years. So anyway, this is another thing that I would use on, you know, those kind of pet messes, because it's a disinfectant, it gets the smell out, but I had never really noticed the fabric part of it where you can actually spray this on fabric. So that's also interesting. If you have pets and you're trying to sort of freshen the air, this scent is very nice. It's very strong. Both of these very strong, and I just want to mention that I have issues with strong scents. My friend Melinda from the Melinda Plain and Simple channel, I talk about her a lot. She does decluttering, but anyway, she talks about how her husband cannot deal with these scents. These are both extremely strong. However, you can water them down. When you water down a disinfectant, so that's what this is. I've got it written right there, Odoban. It's this one right here, the eucalyptus. You can water down disinfectants and they will still work. And the thing with disinfectants that I think 99% of people don't know, if you don't spray this and leave it down as long as the directions tell you, usually it's at least something like 90 seconds, then it's still not going to be doing its job. So when you spray and wipe immediately, it's not really disinfecting. So that's just a heads up for you. Read the directions on everything that you're using. It will tell you how long you need to have it. So these are staples for my home because of the pet situation. You might never have a use for this, but I'm just going to mention these because for me they are a staple. I'm going to talk about things that you need, things that I've used in the past. This, a friend of mine told me about. It's more of a natural BioClean back out. She has cats. Her cat poops on the floor. He also throws up, and she's used this on her carpets and things like that. These bottles, this is not a cheap product. I would prefer to I think this huge thing's like $8 or $9. I'm sure it's gone up. Maybe it's $10 for this huge thing now, but at the time I think I got it for like $7 or $8. This huge thing. So this costs a lot more because it's, you know, more environmentally friendly and all this kind of stuff. So if you're into that, you might look into it. These spray bottles never have worked right. So if I was going to keep using this, which I actually don't care that much about it, but if I was going to, I would probably switch it to the cheap Dollar Tree spray bottle, or this might be a Walmart spray bottle. You know, these work well enough. This spray bottle, we've had serious issues every time we bought this. So I've just become where we really haven't used it. We're not huge fans, but the smell isn't quite as strong as these others. But it is for the same type of thing as far as getting the smells out. So it is good for that, for pet issues and stuff like that. Now, these are my favorites. As far as I can tell, they've taken this one off the market. Now it's not this orange, it's a red, and I accidentally picked the red one up and thought it was this. This was Mandarin and Ginger Lily, and I absolutely loved it. Very unfortunate. But you see that kills germs even when diluted. So you always want to make sure that it says that. Kills germs always when diluted. And this is a Lysol brand. This happens to be what I've used for years. Before this, I used Pine Sol Lemon. I liked Pine Sol Lemon a lot. If you're going to use Pine Sol, you need to know you barely need any. You need about 1 drop to a gallon of water. Seriously, it is so soapy. I'll just tell you a little quick story. First time I ever cleaned a house, had no idea what I was doing except for whatever my mom had taught me, and that's actually still what I pretty much do is what my mom taught me when I was a little kid about cleaning. She's a very clean person. She's always done great work with cleaning her home. She lets me clean her home now. She's very happy with me, so it's all worked out in the end. But the first house I cleaned, I think I read the directions on the Pine Sol. The lady had Pine Sol. I was just using what she had. The Pine Sol bubbles were everywhere. The floor had bubbles all over it. I had no idea what I was doing. It was impossible to get up. So I'm just letting you know, if you're going to use something like Pine Sol, it's extremely concentrated. It'll tell you need a capful or something. That is a lie. You need like 2 drops. So always be very careful. Less is more when you're cleaning. Less is always more. So this is a smaller bottle. This is a newer scent. I really like this. This is a Cool Adirondack. So it's almost like a pine scent, but it's to me the pine scent is a little bit obnoxious. I've never liked it, but this pine sort of scent I like a lot better. So this is the one that I'm using now, and like I said, I love this one. This has a little left in it. I'm starting to run out of this. It's very sad. And then I have another scent. It's something hibiscus, mango and hibiscus or something. I don't care for it, but I did buy several bottles I wish I didn't have now, but I had coupons for them and I have them and I'll just use it, but it's not my favorite. It's a little bit too strong. But you can dilute these again, and you're supposed to. Makes 20 gallons of cleaning power. So this is a smaller bottle, 40 ounces, and this makes 20 gallons. So you just read the directions on here. It will tell you how much you need. I just eyeball it because I've done this forever. I don't read the directions, but you may want to know for exact dilution purposes what you should be doing, and so of course you might want to do that. Now, the thing that I clean with around here, because I just use this because it's cheaper, because I'm a cheap person. So Ajax, you can see this is kind of torn up, but it's a bleach alternative. I like to use the ones that say bleach alternative. I'm not even sure they're still selling these. I think they still are. I think they still have this one. This is grapefruit. Now this is super runny, so it is cheaper, but in the end, if you're having trouble because it's so runny, it might be cheaper to actually buy a more expensive one, which would be something. The best is always going to be Dawn dishwashing liquid. I do take Dawn with me when I clean houses, and that is what I use. But here, I just use this because it's convenient. I have the Dawn with me with my cleaning stuff that I take with me. I take a lot of stuff with me when I go. Now, this is something I haven't had to buy in years, and I'm going to explain this. This happens to be Great Value Natural. I'm not even sure they still sell this. I probably bought this 5 or 6 years ago. You can see there's a little bit in here. My husband gets a little frustrated with me because I don't keep Windex around here. I don't use Windex, but I think he actually has his own bottle out in his shop. And I don't have any in the house because I don't use it. The one other thing I would say you need if you've got nice furniture, nice antiques, Old English, conditions and protects. This is the lemon oil. I would get something. It doesn't have to be this brand. I like this brand, but it doesn't have to be this. Something like this to protect your furniture. I generally dry dust everything, but if I'm trying to protect my furniture a couple times a year, I will put this on it. It does make your furniture beautiful. It also makes it very slippery. This table that this thing is sitting on right now, I put a little bit of this on here, then I put the glass top. We had glass tops on just about everything to protect from our pets. Put the glass top on there, and oh my word, the thing has done nothing. The glass has slid around the entire time. It's very irritating because not too bright, Diana, not too bright. It's just very slippery, so I wish I'd never done that. Okay, Swiffer Duster, very easy to use. This is like having a feather duster, but you can just throw it away when you're done. Very simple dusting tool. Also, what I'm going to be using in here is this very short, this is a very old Rubbermaid. You can see it's a Rubbermaid tag. Rubbermaid Stool, very short, very cheap. This, I think this is 8-foot ceiling. It's pretty short in here. Maybe, I'm not even sure it's 8, it might be 7.5. But once I stand on here with this, I can reach, you can't see me, but I can reach all the way to the ceiling with that. So I don't need a step stool that's taller. I can reach these fans and all that. Okay, I also, generally what I dry dust with, these get to be expensive in the cleaning business. So if they provide them, I use them. Otherwise, I use my own little dry dusting cloths. These are the Swiffer Dry Cloths. They're the ones that go on your Swiffer that you push around, just the dry Swiffer. That's what it goes on, but I just use them just like this. I always talk about I like to hold something in my palm like this. I like it to be small. Then I flip it on this side. Then I can inside out this way. And I can use it, and so I have different surfaces I can use in their house to get the cleaning done. All right, and then I like these small little cloths. I don't know that Fly Lady is still selling these small cloths, but she was for a while, and they are amazing. I love these. These are the Fly Lady microfiber. You can see they have this silky look. They're very, very nice, and they're not expensive at all. They're probably about the cheapest you can get besides just cheap Walmart stuff. These are her normal size cloths. She's quit selling the silver, which was my favorite color, so that's unfortunate. She still has the purple. This is how I clean my windows and mirrors, which we'll get to. This video is getting long. This might just be things that you need to clean with, and then I'll do a separate one for cleaning the kitchen. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. And then my mop. This is my Libman Mop. I've had these for years. I've talked about these in other videos. Libman, love this. You can put your own solution in here. You can see how fade it is. I've had these forever. I bought 2 when I bought these. I use these all the time. I cannot believe they're still working. I bought 2 in case one broke, in case they quit selling them, because I thought I was really going to like them. It's kind of like using a Swiffer, except you're putting your own solutions in there. And so that's great for me, because what I'm putting in there is usually like a drop of this dishwashing liquid or a drop of Dawn dishwashing liquid. That's all you need, 1 drop. And I will squirt, okay, I don't have my spray bottle in here that has this Lysol, but I have that in my tools that I take with me. So it would basically be like squirting whatever I have mixed up in one of these bottles. This one's Odoban. About 2 squirts of this, the water, and then the 1 drop of some type of dishwashing liquid, whatever kind you like. That's all you need. You can put vinegar in there if you would prefer, whatever you like. But that's what I like about it. I can put what I want. I can control the amount. I can do what I want. So that's why I use these. I really like them. They come with these pads. These are kind of expensive. So in my other video when I discussed this, I talked about these are on Wish, which is very cheap, and I think they were like $1 a piece, maybe $1.50. So they work well and they're cheaper. And what happens is it has this Velcro type. This is like what sticks to Velcro, basically. I'm not sure why I picked this up. I think because I was talking about the solution I put in here. But anyway, and I talked about this before, but it's got these this little sticker stuff on here, and you just hang on. You just stick this to it. You can see it just sticks very simply. Oh, my pants are all dirty now. And then this is ready to go, and you're ready to mop just like this, okay? And then you just use this squirt. You just pull that has a squirting action. And that is what I mop with. Of course, after I vacuumed, I don't do sweeping. I don't sweep like with a broom. My husband did some sweeping this morning because of all that litter, but I use vacuums. That's how I don't use dust mops. I don't use Swiffer's okay if it's not super dirty. It's not the best. A vacuum is the best. Is a good quality vacuum, not a cheap. You know, people are like, oh, what do you recommend that's $50? I don't recommend anything that's $50. I recommend getting a really good quality vacuum cleaner, because that's what you need. If you want the dirt up, you get a very good quality. And what I like is Shark. There are other brands. Dyson's good. The Dyson Upright is super heavy, so just keep that in mind. I don't care for those. They do work. I just don't care for them. And then I also use these for dry dusting. These are just the lint-free cloths. And also, when I get ready to do my Old English, they have the kind that's the darker, that's like a color corrector. So like if you have scratches, you can use it. They have it in different colors. But just for, my regular wood, just cleaning it or whatever, polishing it, making it look better a couple times a year, I would just use this type of cloth and then the Old English on there, okay? So these are the sort of tools that I use for my different types of cleaning and the bathrooms and the kitchen. And one of the things I didn't mention is paper towels. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to do a different video and clean this kitchen and show you, because this is going long. But what I would do is wet a paper towel, put a little bit of, like a drop of this on the paper towel, and wipe my counters down. That's how I do that every day. That's how I clean. I don't spray all this stuff around. Now I do it occasionally, but with cats constantly being underfoot, my dog is constantly around me, I don't want to be spraying stuff in their eyes and stuff like that. So if they're around, I'm not spraying like that. I try to be very, very careful with them. And it would be the same thing if you had toddlers or your grandchildren around. Same type of thing. All right, so that's very simply the kind of stuff that I use. If you're just cleaning your own home, you don't need this whole line of stuff. You just need, like, maybe this is your favorite spray cleaner. You just need this and a spray bottle that you can put this into. And the reason I like this better than buying the spray bottle is because this is about $3.27 right now. And if you buy the spray bottle, it's about $2.50. And with this, this larger one is 24 gallons. The smaller one was 20 gallons. So instead of keep having to buy that bottle over and over and over, you invest, or you just reuse. Like with this, I would just keep reusing this bottle. The sprayer's working. I would just keep putting this Odoban right here into this bottle. There's no reason to throw this bottle away. I would just recycle it. And you can write on there. I like to write kind of up here in permanent pen, or maybe up here somewhere exactly what it is. Right now it's still this, but So anyway, that's why I like to use these refill bottles, because you're getting, instead of one bottle for $2.50, you're getting this huge bottle makes 24 gallons if you just go by the directions. Okay, if you could probably stretch it further. You could probably stretch it to more like 30 or 40 if you do it the way I do it, which is I stretch it further. All right, I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope that made sense. Hopefully I wasn't talking too fast. Love you guys. Stay tuned, and I'll be posting the kitchen cleaning video. All right, love you guys. Bye-bye. Talk to you soon. Bye.